Hi everyone, let's continue the part 2 of the tutorial for week 5. So now I'm going to create an animal. So let's create a cat by using Illustrator. So first I'm going to the star tool. You right click on the shape tool and let's select the star tool. I'm going to click on the white artboard. Then you will get this panel, and let's change the 5 points into 25 points, and I'll hit OK. Yeah, so I got the star like this. I'm going to give a gradient color for my star, but I will get rid of the stroke here now. Yes, make sure you are getting something with the gradient, and you can always click here to adjust the gradient. Yeah, just any gradient, and you can change the type from linear to radial gradient. Yeah, here it is. So let's go to the direct selection tool, then click on the elements. You may see these round icons around the star. Let's click and drag, change the straight, the sharp angle into a round cap. Yeah, so this is what we will get. And let's click on the elements, Command C, Command F means I copy and paste an item at the top. So you see I already copy and paste it, right? Because it's on the top, so they covered each other, so you can't see the other one, but it is copy and pasted at the front. So I'm holding Option Shift to decrease the item towards the central point. So hold on the Option Shift to decrease to the central point. Yeah, so I will got a smaller one here and a larger one here. Make sure you're having the two of them. Then let's blend it to both of them. Select them all, and I'm going to double click on the blend tool. So I will change the blend options into the specified steps. And okay, 200 I think is good. So just to give it a larger number, and I will hit OK. Click the first shape, the second shape, blend it. Yeah, we're really familiar with the blending tool right now. So this is a pretty fancy shape. So if we go to the effect, we go to the distort and transform here. We select the second one, pucker and bloat. Then I'm going to make the slide bar go towards the pucker. Then I will hit somehow just towards the pucker, but not all the way down. Somewhere here, and I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to go back to the effect, distort and transform. This time let's select the third one, roughen. I will get this panel. I will change the points into the smooth, and I will I want to change the details to 0, and I somehow increase the size. You see I got the fur, but just kind of increase the size. Just play it into somewhere you think you are satisfied with the result. Hitting OK. So now I'm getting the circle with the fur. Yes, you can just decrease the size or increase the size. I will copy and paste several of them. So yes, for this one, if you double click and you click on the center point, you can drag it into another shape. Like this. And you can drag here to change these elements into different shape. So now it looks like, let's go back here. Go back. Yeah, so I think this is a body shape I really like, so I'm going to add a head for it. It's a round head. Just to decrease the size, place it here. Okay, so then I want to create a tail for the cat. So first I'm going to Command Shift decrease the size of the circle because the tail is not that huge. Then I'm going to double click. Just make sure you saw this gray bar here. And this time, if I click on the brush tool, and I can draw a tail for the cat. Yes, I'm going to do that again. You go to the brush tool, and you can draw the tail. So yes, that's an interesting way. You can modify the shape of the fur elements here. So now I'm going to decrease the size again because I want to draw a ear. Double click, make sure you see this gray bar, and I'm going to use the brush tool, draw the shape of the ear. Yeah, this one works pretty well. And I hit here, exit the modes, and I go back to the selection tool, and I just copy, paste another ear. This time I'm going to use the reflect tool to reflect it. It's here, right? The reflect tool. And I'm just going to turn to a symmetrical ear, pair of ears. Right click on the head, right click, arrange, send to front. So I just want to make the head to cover the ear to make it more looks more natural. So this is a way I can build a shape of a cat. So if your book cover, your cover design is related to the animal, you can try this function. It's a pretty interesting visual effects. Yeah, so next let's try something else. So I want to create a really fancy font. Let's create a font. So first I'm going to draw a circle, copy, paste another one, give it a distance. And yes, I can change a gradient color to the color I want. So you can just you can change any gradient color you love. Yeah, change the type back to linear gradient. Linear. So yes, you can apply any colors you like from, and we just need the two circle to have a distance to each other. So now I want to select both of them. I use the blend tool to blend it with, this time I've entered a small number 5, hit OK, hit to blend, click on both of them, and double click on the blend tool and specify the distance. I'm going to give a really small number. I try 2, OK. So you'll see the stroke turns into a straight shape. You can delete this one, just to keep this one. So now I'm going to type something here. No, first one, type tool. I'm going to create the D because D is easier font. So I'm going to expand it and I'm going to turn it into an outline mode. So make sure the stroke is turned on, but the fill is deselected. Yeah. So for this one, let's use the direct selection tool. Click on the central part of the alphabet and delete. So make sure it's a single pass letter, right? So I'm going to use the scissors tool, which is here. This is an eraser, right? Right click on the eraser, go to the scissors tool, click on the anchor point, and you can see they are separated. No, they are not. So we right click, hit ungroup, right click again, release compound path. See, now they are separated. So I want to apply this one on the D. So if my alphabet has two paths, I will copy and paste another one. So it depends on how many paths do you have. If you have 3 paths, you need to copy and paste 3 times for the elements, for this gradient elements. So now I only have 2, so I just use combine them. Make sure 2 of them are selected. I'm going to object, blend, and replace spine. You see the gradient stroke just went to the letter. Click this one, click on the next path, object, blend, and replace the spine. Here you see I got a D with gradient. So if it's if you're creating something more complicated letter, you may not just tap. You can use the pen tool to draw it out. So that will be easier for you to create this kind of gradient letter. So you can then let's go to effect, distort and transform. Let's try some of those. First, let's try pucker and bloat. Just drag the bar towards the pucker, towards the bloat. Oh, these are some really interesting effects. Copy and paste another one. Going to effect, distort, transform. Let's try roughen. Oh, you see, I got a fur letter. Just try to place the bar, the slide bar into different position to try different results. Smooth. Okay, I hit OK. This is even more interesting. Copy and paste another one. Go to effect, transform this tool, zigzag, give it a size. Oh, so you see I got something looks really different. Yeah, so always create something. You can always create something and try the distort and transform. You will get different results. Yes, so let's try something else. So this time I'm going to use the star tool again. I'm going to give a gradient color for the stroke. Yes, for the outline, probably a better color. Could be any color you want. Then I will again, I will turn use the directional selection tool to turn the sharp angle into round cap. Command C, Command F means copy and paste something at the front. I'm holding Option Shift to make it go towards the central point. So I got two here, one big and one small. Select them all, double click on the blend tool, give a larger number, probably let's try 150. I hit OK, hit first one, second one. Probably let's try a smaller blending number. Let's try 120 to see what's happening. Blend. Yes, probably smaller again. So probably sometimes you have to try several times to achieve the better results. Yeah, so I think this one works better, right? So it's not it's not filled with color, it's just blended. So if you double click on the elements, you will get this gray bar. Then if you can see, you can drag the central point. Click and drag. You got these 3D looking elements. This is really interesting to play with. Then if you use the pen tool to click at the central point, click on the blank space, click and drag, you will get a shape of the petal. Yes. So use the pen tool, click at the center point, second time click and drag. Yeah, this is a shape of petal. So you can use the same thing we talk about. You see, if you can just move it in different ways, in different perspectives you like to use. Decrease the size. So if you go to the object, expand and hit OK, then you can do further adjustment. Go to object, pattern, not pattern, sorry. Go to the repeat and go to the radio. Now you can drag this white dot to make everything go towards to each other. Yeah, you got a really pretty flower. So in this way, you can just blend different outlines of different shapes of outline, and just do the radio to see what's happening. So now you can get millions of beautiful colors, beautiful flowers. Yeah, so how about let's try to play with some 3D effects. So I'm going to randomly enter something. Then let's go to the view, effect 3D and materials, and you can see you go to extrude and bevel. Yeah, you see your text has been turned into 3D effects. You can adjust the depth. You can just twist it. Typer, just try a different thing. Yes, so probably I will give another color instead of the dark. Let's try the blue one. Let's go to effect, 3D and materials, extrude. Oh, so you see the lighter color makes you see better. Depth, adjust the depth. Twist. that's really fun. Tapper. Just try them. And you can always so this is a place you can adjust the different perspectives of your letter. So if you hit and inflate, yes, it will get something like this. You can turn on the render. It becomes lighter. Yeah. So if you turn it to revolve, okay, usually it doesn't work well with the letters, but you can draw a shape and make it revolve. So just play with those 3D letters. That's really interesting, right? So